Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to do my third canvas tutorial and I am hoping that I'm going to cover a lot of requests that I've been getting. The biggest request I get is to use rose gold. So that is going to be the first color I pick. I also had another request to use this champagne gold on a canvas. So I'm grabbing the champagne gold and we are going to go with it. Now, after my last tutorial on canvas, somebody left a comment asking if I would do a canvas using gold. So I'm grabbing the gold. Now, about a month or so ago, I had a really big request. Someone asked me, could I please do another collage of mandalas? Now, I think they might have been asking for me to do it on a rock, but today I'm going to try to do one on a canvas. I'm really looking forward to this, you guys. I want to see how many big mandalas I can get on this 12 by 12 canvas. I'm going to use this DIY compass that I showed you how to make in my other canvas videos. It is just some of that flexible cutting board I've cut into a strip, and I have punctured holes every centimeter. So if you're wanting to follow along, just remember every centimeter there's a hole. I'm using a regular old ruler to find the 6-inch mark on this 12-inch canvas. That's the halfway point. I'm going to put a little tiny mark on each side of the canvas. I'm going to use that to make my rings with my compass. Right now, I'm just using one of my dotting tools to hold this compass down to that center mark I just made on the 6-inch line. And then I'm going to let the pencil do the rest. Well, this definitely gives me something to work with. I see 4 distinct half mandalas that are possible here. All I'm going to do now is erase some of these lines and see if we can't make them overlap in a cool way. I'm just using a damp cotton swab to erase these lines from the watercolor pencil. Okay, this is starting to look really cool. I think it's going to look like 4 mandalas overlapping and fanning around the canvas. Let me highlight these lines so I can show you what I'm trying to achieve here. I'm going to try to clean up those chalk lines, and then we're going to add the rings for our guidelines on the mandala. Let's get to it. I'm pulling out my DIY compass one more time, and I find this to be so much fun. I do have a good tip though. Make sure that pencil is sharp. It'll get through the hole a lot easier. Now, if you're following along with a compass that's big enough to accommodate this, all you have to do is move it 1 centimeter apart each time. These rings are just going to be 1 centimeter bigger each time. All right, let's get these on here and then we'll move on to the second part of our guidelines. All right, I'm gonna get out a straight ruler. I finally bought myself one big enough, and I am gonna make some guidelines on here. Be very careful when you're going corner to corner that you get it right. I know now that I may have had this off just a little bit, so be really careful that you remember those 6-inch marks that we made early on? Be sure that you're actually using those. All right, now I'm just gonna get out my little protractor and I'm gonna make a mark about every 22 degrees. And then I will use a straight line to finish these guidelines up and we can get to the fun part of painting. Okay, that took a long time, but I'm telling you, that is so cool. I love how things turn out. I didn't mean any of it. I just wanted to put some circles on here and go with it. And this looks really cool. Just double check your lines. I know that a couple of my guidelines are off in here and I want to set you up for success. So just double check when you use your protractor that you get those guidelines right. Now we are ready to paint. Let's do this, you guys. First things first, let me organize these paints in the order I want to use them. I think that looks good. And of course, I'm going to use gold first. Let's do it. All right, while this section is drying, I'm going to go ahead and work on the other 3 sections and do them just the same, but with a different color. Next, let's do copper. All right, round 1 is done. I'm gonna let all of this dry, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start again with copper. guys, I just wanted to pipe in, be careful with this copper paint. It is very, very runny. I'm going to touch it all up at the end. For now, I'm just going to let it dry. Oh, you guys, this is so cool. I'm gonna run this next door real quick and show my mom, and then it's time for me to go get the kiddo. So I'm gonna let it dry, and then we'll be back to remove those pencil marks. Oh, you all are not gonna believe what I just did. Yeah, you will. I totally just set this painting up on a table so I could walk away from it and see what it looked like. You remember me telling you about this Runny copper paint? Yeah, that was real bright, wasn't it? So now this copper paint is running all over the champagne. It has run all together, and it's time for me to go. So I grabbed a handful of cotton swabs. I am trying to, wipe up some of the paint, get it off of the champagne color, and do the best I can until the time is out and I've got to go. When that happens, it happens, and we'll come back and try to fix it the best we know how. Y'all know I've made so many messes. I feel like I'm a pro at cleaning these up at this point. So I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna do what I can, and here's hoping. Cross your fingers, let's see how it turns out. All right, I'm back as quick as I could. I am going to try to clean all of this up. I have touch-ups all over this painting. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the base paint. I'm gonna use these micro cotton swabs, regular cotton swabs, damp cotton swabs that I just dip in water and squeeze out the excess. I'm also going to use a fine line brush, and I am just going to pick and poke all over this thing. I am going to fast forward it. I'm going to put it in fast forward so that you don't have to watch it all. If you want to slow it down, here's how, but let's speed through and see how it turns out. Well, I couldn't be more thrilled with all of these touch-ups. I think it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna let this dry overnight. I'll come back in the morning and we'll get rid of those watercolor pencil marks and see where we're at that point. I think it's gonna be just fine. I am so proud I took the time to do that because this is really cool. All right, I'll see you in the morning. For you, it'll be a few seconds. Y'all, let me know down in the comments what you thought of this. I can't wait to see what all you guys come up with. There can be different colors. Oh my gosh, there are so many possibilities with this. I am going to leave everything I use down in the description, and I'll also put it over on my website. If you're looking for something, you're gonna find it. If not, leave me a comment. While you're there, check out channel membership. I just added loads of perks. This week, I want to thank Andrea for joining. It really helps my channel. It helps me keep making videos, so thank you. All right, now if you're still watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, I'm thinking you might as well. What have you got to lose? I want you to join me back here every Sunday for a new tutorial. I'm going to put a link to my other 2 Canvas tutorials right here. I hope you go give them a watch. And until next time, rock on!